What's happening, guys? Thought I'd just jump on, do a little car vlog. I haven't done one in a while. Join the journey, road to 10 mil for David Baker. These are just raw, unfiltered chats, whether I've dealt with some shit or about to deal with some shit or heading home from the gym. Enjoy this, comment below if you got any value out of these vlogs. And these, just to remind everyone, these are for me to look back in 10 years and be like, fuck, I remember that day, that was niggly. Anyway, it's like Thursday morning, 10:30 in the morning. Woke up at 6, did some UK stuff, priced 2 jobs for my boy Gus in Christchurch. 1 job for Jared, 1 job for Aiden, so Auckland builder, Wellington builder. Went to the cafe, did some deep work for 45 minutes, 7:45. I'm out west at the moment in Auckland. Didn't want to go into town because of the traffic. Now I'm just heading in, do some tennis for an hour and a half. I'm always like real diligent with how often I sit down now, and I'm watching this all the time because, I mean, obviously I'm doing QSing, planning content, sitting down with people, and I feel like I'm always sitting down. So like yesterday I did 2 high intense exercise breaks of 45 minutes. I did tennis session for 45, did some more work, and then went and did boxing with my brother at the gym for 45. And I'm just trying to stay on my feet as much as I can. Did like a 45-minute deep dive YouTube session. So at the moment I'm trying to figure out how I can make my YouTube more engaging, and I'm plugging my analytics report from YouTube into ChatGPT, and it's giving me what I should be doing discussions on. And one of the items it said is I need to do more like my watch ratio dies off at 70% after 35 seconds. So what it suggested is I use PowerPoints and slides that are engaging with bullet points and numbers to keep people watching longer. So what I've been doing is I asked ChatGPT, I said, give me a plugin integration app where I can give a document from a council. So for example, this lady emailed me last night about a walkway in Dunedin, and it's like $8 million or something. It works out about $15,000 a kilometer, 15 million a kilometer. Plugged it into ChatGPT and I prompted it, find me all the relevant articles, find me photos, etc., etc. And then it built out like a 1 to 10 slides. And then I said, can you find a relevant like slide app partner that I can just copy and paste this into? And then it came out with like a presentation app or presentation slides or whatever. So then it does like 60% of the heavy lifting, gives you all these slide prompts, and then I've just been going through it and tweaking it and changing it. And so in my head I'm like, okay, cool, so I just got sent an article from someone, I copy and paste all the information, get more info online, fact check it, read through, but I can build like a 10-minute detailed YouTube video with numbers, facts, and it's detailed in a descriptive manner, which is more engaging, and I can do that in like 40 minutes. So now I'm going to go into tennis, go to the office, find my old mic and my webcam, and then set up Loom so I can do a screen record with me in the corner and the PowerPoint presentation, talk about what I'm doing, send that off to the editing team, get it scheduled out for YouTube, reread the comments, reread the analytics, and then see what I need to do to tweak and change. So that's what I did for 45 minutes. Did some pricing, and then I got one guy signed up for a mentorship, $15,000 a year. So what I'm going to do with him is I've pretty much guaranteed 99% almost that I will double his income in a year, and that's something that I really want to start doing. It's just like these guys that are doing under 100k, they're one-man contractors, and it's like a mindset shift on how they can like create more business. But the point of this video is I wanted to relay the problem that those guys are having is also a problem that I'm having. And my biggest problem right now, it's not giving up control, but it's letting people come in and do things better than how I would want to do it. So like, I'm not the best at everything. I'm not good at a lot of things. I just do a lot of shit. So like, for example, I'm horrible at like commercial type stuff, commercial deals, wording emails properly. Like I'm really impatient with like in-depth emails, hiring people, systems, having patience with the QSs, having patience with people that need to be trained and learning, etc., etc. I'm very fortunate I've got a few people that are very, very good at that stuff, but for me, it's real hard because I'm so used to doing everything on my own. Like the 4 ventures before this was just heavy lifting, me on my own. I really struggled to get good people on board to help me take over that stress. So I feel like now, if I let it go, I'm gonna lose what I've got, but you know, that's not gonna happen. So that's a problem I'm dealing with at the moment, and I mean, I'm not getting any coaching on it at the moment, but it's something that I definitely struggle with, man. I feel like I'm gonna lose everything and I'm gonna have to start from scratch and then find a new skill. Like, it's daunting. But Anyway, back on that point, I'm starting to work with a guy, and I've said to him, put your trust in me. I've been where you have been. I remember doing $90,000 a year, and I got up to 2.8 million, and then I sold that business, got out of it, got into RapidQS, and I got it from $1,000 a week to $100,000 a week. So I've been there and I know what to do. So it's like he's going for a problem that I went through, but I'm going at it at a different stage, and that happens. That's levels to the game with everyone. There'll be guys out there that are 2 steps, 3 steps, 4, 5 steps ahead of me, and they're struggling to go to the next step. So, hey guys, David here. If you are enjoying the YouTube channel, please make sure, drop a little like, give me the little thumbs up, hit the old subscribe button. I'm going for a G, and I might give away $1,000 at 1,000 subscribers. Please hit the like and subscribe. But yeah, apart from that, like last week was super draining. The Sydney Build Expo was super cool. That last week cost us $20,000. We had a training day in Melbourne. We had like 12 builders come in. We trained them on like QSing, sales, negotiation, and all that stuff. That was an incredibly mentally exhausting day. Me and Ben kind of ran that, and Jamie was in the background dealing with the day-to-day stuff. And then Tuesday we had a podcast in Melbourne with a guy on like on a smart house, which was cool. And then we flew to Sydney that afternoon, sat in traffic for 3 hours, set up the Sydney Expo that night, got out of there at 8 p.m, woke up the next day, back at the Sydney Expo at 8 till like 5 p.m, chatted shit all day with builders. Next day did it again. At the end of that we had about 150 new contact details, which is good, and I think that's a good ROI. Even if we said 50% of them are no good, we work off 70 good contacts, and if we close 20% of them, what's that, 50% of 70 is 35, 20% might be 25. We get 25 of those guys at $1,000 average job value. And then say the lifetime customer value was 4 times a year, we 4x 20, so we've done 80 grand. So from that Sydney Build Expo, costs us 20k rounded up, but we might get $80,000 back on that. So that's always like the ROI number that we're trying to look at. Same with Facebook ads. Like if I buy a Facebook ad, buy 50 Facebook ads for $4 each, there's 200 bucks, and I close one job at 10 grand at 20% profit. That's a mean ROI. So we're always looking at those kind of things. But yeah, Sydney Build Expo was good. Friday, essentially lost half a day. It was like a 6 a.m. flight, so you're up at 3, get home back to NZ by 12, pretty fucking shattered. And then I had like 4 of my personal clients which I need to price jobs for. So Saturday, Sunday I priced like $900,000 worth of work, average job value maybe 60 grand, so that was a lot of energy. Monday I kind of had like a day off. My mum was up for Mother's Day and my brother's baby, so hung out with mum, took her out for lunch, dropped her off at the airport and shit, and then yeah, same week. But yeah, big week coming up, man. Got the professional builders talk next week. Super nervous but super excited for that. Trying to move more into the personal brand stuff. As we can all see, the council stuff is cool. Went to Parliament this week, met Chris Penk, and he was a G, man. I did a separate video on this, so I won't talk about it, but I really want to try and get in front of more people, build more credibility, provide more good factual information, grow the YouTube channel. Like right now I'm trying to see myself as, and this is the hard bit for me, is growing my personal brand more than RapidQS. RapidQS is just one part of what David Baker does. I don't want to be seen as, oh, RapidQS is David Baker. It's like, oh, David Baker's got the RapidQS, fighting the councils, the tennis, whatever else he enjoys doing. So that's a big shift for me, and as the world progresses into like AI and more faceless businesses and people just trying to clip the ticket with offshore marketing agencies and all that shit, I want to be like a powerful personal brand, and I just want to be seen as someone that is just calling a spade a spade. If something doesn't look right, I'm going to call it out, give my opinion on shit. So yeah, no, it's all good. But thought I'd just do a car vlog. I'm nearly at tennis now, and then I'll get back into it today. Tomorrow got a pretty chill day, just more videos, more content. I really want to try and get to 10,000 YouTube subs, X and Instagram, so that's my goal by the end of the year. Got a long way to go, but only takes 1 or 2 videos to pop, man, and you can change the whole game. So we'll just keep playing the game of quality and quantity, baby, and we'll just keep refining as we go. So anyway, thanks very much, and comment below if you enjoy these car vlogs. I certainly don't mind talking to the camera, and it's funny when you pull up at the lights and people see, you know, maybe you're talking to a camera, they're like, what the fuck's this weirdo on? Boy, you wait. Anyway, enjoy. Peace.